Okay, good morning and welcome to another cafe series. And today's cafe series we're going to be heading up towards a place called Kettlewell and grab some lunch at a little cafe that's next to a trout fishing lake, which is lovely. So the route today, we're going to head up through Bentham up to Ingleton, and then from Ingleton we're going to head up over to Hawes, turn right at Hawes, through Hawes Town, and then follow the road out towards Leyburn, and then do a right cut down through the valley to a beautiful place that we found a while back. So today I've got Mark, a friend of mine, just behind me, coming out for a run out as well and a spot of lunch. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll get into this journey and off to Kettlewell and the trout fishing lake. So we're just coming through Wennington village. We're just trying to head up now towards the A65 to cut across towards Ingleton, and then up over the tops towards Hawes. Lovely day out, 22 degrees, and looking forward to getting to our first stop for lunch. We might stop at a brew van just at the on the tops there before we get to Hawes. I think that might be nice to get a brew and check out the burger van that's over the tops just there. So I had a little comment in my my last video, and thanks, I forget the name of the guy that picked up on it, but basically the sound from my voice was a little bit quiet, and I think that's from the external mic I have tucked in the bottom of my jacket to pick up the exhaust note being a little bit exposed. So I've put a what they call a dead cat over the microphone sections, and so we're just trialing it out today to see if it's just toned down the exhaust note. It was just bringing it too much in and cutting the voice side of it and giving more of the exhaust tone. So hopefully it's back to normal now, and if so, this will be the way we'll continue on the future videos. So we're just on the A65 now, and we're going to head left at the Settle turn-off just up the road a couple of miles, and then we're going to head up onto the tops on the mountain on my left, and head up towards the burger van where the T-junction is at the top, on the top road going over from Ingleton to Settle. So in a previous video you saw me going up to the Ye Old Naked Man cafe in Settle, and the turn off just before you get into the town centre is where we're going to head left and go over onto the tops. One of my favourite roads. If you're up this way, or if you're from around this area, you probably know it, but it is an absolute corker, and pretty much traffic free most of the time. Not many people use it, but it's just beautiful, good surface, and like everywhere, you've just got to be careful of the camera vans here and there. So we're just coming up to our turning to Settle, left on the B6 480, and then we're going to head on the B6 479 up to Horton in Ribblesdale. Coming to Giggleswick, which is kind of a little village that's just before Settle. It's just up the road here where we turn left, so go past Frida's Community Preschool, and then you see the sign for Settle. You'll go over the bridge, and then we're going to be turning left towards Hawes. The road has a 30-mile-an-hour limit for a couple of miles. So also there's a little tea rooms type cafe place that somebody commented on, maybe to add it into the cafe series. So we will do, but probably not today. But I will point it out as we pass it. So I'm going to let the video run all the way up this road until we meet the Ingleton to Hawes road, because it is an absolute stunner, and you can just get a view of one of my favourite roads. So we're just heading into Yorkshire Dales National Park area. Me to get stuck behind a big white coach, so we can get past him there. Plenty of overtaking spaces. Lots of walkers out today. It's a very popular place for walkers, so rather than dodge the sheep and the tractor up this road, it's dodge the walkers as we get further up towards the top. So dropping down into Horton in Ribblesdale, 30 mile an hour. Nice little place, a couple of pubs. One coming up in front of us just over the bridge, the Golden Lion. $9.95 for a carvery there. Bad. And there's always some events happening just here, always. Campsite just here, but I don't know, there's always a lot of cars parked. You got a little ice cream shop or gift shop on the right hand side there that sells ice creams. Little cafe just there, never checked that one out. I'll have to try and cut that in somewhere. And then you've got the Crown just over the bridge here. Again, another lovely little place. And then Alzheimer's Society, some event on. doing. Could be a cycle race or a ride. Like I mentioned, lots of walkers. Yeah, so that other place is just up the road here, and where that white van is and car in front on the right hand side, there's a little place you can pull in, and it is called Blind Beck Tea Room. Good for a cup of tea. Don't know what else to do, but we'll come there one day. So after the tea room, whoops, somebody's gone through the wall there. The road opens up. A few cars to get past in front. There's about 3 corners on this road that you just got to watch out for, and 2 are like the circuit of the Americas, where you get that big dip and bend going downhill this way. One's just coming up, and you've got another one that's pretty similar to it, so I'll show you those when we get to them. Here's one of them. Right, so a big dip, there we go, and then there's another one just further up the road. I think it's coming up now, as you see all the slow signs. There we go, this is a tighter one, a bit ripply as you go down the bends. And then you've got a bridge further up on a bend, which is it catches you out unexpectedly. So if you don't know the road, just take it a little bit easy until you do know it. That's my advice. Just coming into Sellside. Got a little bit of a twist in a narrow section. Worthwhile to keep your speed down, because there's a few houses here and people walking, as that bloke's doing and pulling out things. And then the road opens up again. Bridge I mentioned, probably at the end of this road. So here's the bridge. This is one, obviously after a long straight like that, can really catch you out, so make sure you slow down for this. There's plenty of holes in the walls around here where cars have gone straight through. just here. There's lots of walkers now heading up towards the Ribbles Head Viaduct. Obviously some event on today, so we'll just take it easy past these guys. Don't want to come around the corner and hit somebody. Also the cars are coming the other way and the bikes are having to move out the way because they're all walking next to each other and not in single file. We've got the walking sticks out today over the cattle grid and with the camera, and there's the famous Ribbles Head Viaduct where the Settle to Carlisle Railway goes over the top of that. I'm going to do a right. I was going to stop at the van here, but because of this event, which is called Trek 26, basically every man and his dog's queuing up for a brew, so we're not going to do that. So we could have a change of plan here now because I'm thirsty as hell and it's 12 o'clock and I'm hungry as hell. So do we just stop in the Pennygarth Cafe at Hawes and get some refreshments and a bit of grub there, and then head on to Kettlewell for afternoon tea? Sounds good to me. Again, if you haven't got flies all over the camera lens, you can see this road over the top towards Hawes, an absolute belter. We're just following these three other bikes at the moment. You do have a camera van over here sometimes, and he's normally at the other end near Hawes if he's anywhere to be seen. Pikes Peak Multistrada just gone by the other way. Do like those. This guy in front's a bit playful. He's weaving in and out all over the place. He obviously wants to be moving, and the guys in front are holding him up a little bit, or he's just out enjoying himself. Let's see if they get past these cars. Picked up another now, so we're having a bit of a convoy here. What is interesting though, watching everyone's lines. Different lines, how people take corners. Everyone's got their own riding style, I suppose. Which is the best line is, well, there is a right line and a wrong line, but generally, depending on road conditions, it might not be the best line. So, there's a tractor about to pull out down the road, so I'm going to hand back. Just keep my distance a little bit. Collecting the grass out of the fields. Just let these guys clear a little bit before we pull out and get past this car. And then we're just dropping down the valley now into Hawes. So yeah, I think we'll change the plan. I think we'll stop and get some food at the Pinnacle Cafe at Hawes. You can turn left just down here to head out towards Sedbergh, so another good route. And we're going to be heading right towards Leyburn, and Aysgarth is where I think we turn right to head down towards Kettlewell. And that's about 9 miles down this road. So it's very popular here, and it's probably going to be very, very busy at the Pinnacle Cafe just now. So fuel station just there on the right. Lots of people trying to park. Because the brew van over the tops was busy with walkers, I was going to stop there for a cuppa, yeah. But because it was busy I couldn't. It would have been a waste of time, so I thought maybe here, but this is packed. Get down to Kettlewell, yeah? Alright, super. It is, yeah, it's too busy. So yeah, plan down to Kettlewell. Nice old matchless there. Worth a bit of money. There's lots of tea rooms and stuff, but yeah, we're going to head down to Kettlewell. Aysgarth's about 9 mile away, so we're probably about 12-13 mile away from Kettlewell and down that way. So yeah, sun's out and everyone's out. Also on this road, heading over towards Aysgarth, you're going to have the potential of a speed camera van. It is a popular route for cars and motorcyclists. So yeah, Pennygarth Cafe, and we'll do Pennygarth Cafe another day in Hawes when it's not so busy. Been there before many times, and many times it's been featured in the videos prior to the cafe series. They do probably the best breakfast, plated breakfast you can ever imagine. Awesome road this, absolute awesome. So we just turned right, sign posted from Kettlewell, and it'll take you down a little winding lane until the road opens up a little bit onto the main road. But yeah, this is real exploring down here. Lovely area. Nice little bridge, lots of bikes. Some others know this route, which is good. And now the whole of YouTube does. So give way in 75 yards. Just here, and we're going to go right. Through a place called West Burton, and then bend round to the right. So we're on the B6160. So we're going to follow this round to the right. And then round to the left. Opens up a little bit. Nice route, absolutely lovely route. And as we come out the twisty lanes, the road takes us up over the tops and over the mountain here before we drop down into the other side, which is Kettlewell. Just being careful on these back lanes because it is the time of year where they're cutting the grass and collecting the grass, so a lot of farm activity going on. The road gets quite bumpy as we head down just now. And on the MT10 SP I've got the setting to its firmest on the electronic suspension, so I'm feeling every little bump at the moment, but not complaining. Just take it easy as we drop down the other side here, through the valley and down to where our food is waiting, because I am absolutely starving. I had no breakfast this morning, so my fault, I know. Nobody else's. And then I couldn't get a nice cup of coffee at the burger van because there was too many people waiting and I wasn't prepared to wait that long. Oh, too bumpy to go fast. Bumpy old road. Cows are lying down in the fields. Nice little pub, middle of nowhere. White Lion. A couple of tables outside. Could murder a shandy right now. Might have to finish the day off with a little shandy later on. Just coming into a little village called Buchan. Again, the Buck Inn, nice pub. So we're just coming into Kettlewell. Again, a lovely little pub. Really nice place to get to on a bike. Can be a problem in a car though, because of all these twisty little roads and lanes. Can take you a while to get here the way we've come. But if you come up back the road that we're going down from Skipton Way, it's a lot closer, so that's probably the best way to come if you're in a car to this area. But yeah, expect to get held up on these country lanes a little bit with them being so narrow. Okay, so this is Kettlewell coming into. I'm not sure what the last village that we passed with a nice pub was called, but it certainly isn't Kettlewell, because Kettlewell is here. Again, there's another little event going on down here. Now, whether it's a mountain bike type event, or it could be a climbing event, because you've got a really big cliff down here where they always climb, do various things. I can see a start gate up there, so I think it is mountain bike related. So you got the Racehorse Hotel, the Bluebell Inn, and then we're going to head over the road just here, and if you carry on down this road it takes you down to Skipton. Plenty of places to get some bite to eat, some refreshments just there. Peaks Challenge. Okay, so we've got somebody taking pictures of the bikes just there. Oh. So Peaks Challenge, so it is probably a mountain bike type event, I think. And just down this road, like I say, there is this huge cliff where I'll show you with the drone, and also the area where the trout farm and the trout lake is. The trout lake, you can actually go and hire fly fishing rods there. It is a fly fishing lake. Or you can take your own equipment and pay on the day. It's only a small place, but really, really picturesque and lovely. It's got a great on-site facility cafe. There's also stuff for the kids to do down here as well. Kids can catch a fish in a special pond with a rod and a net. So you can see the cliff face here that we're just passing, and this is where they climb up. You can see the climbers just there, trying to get up that sheer rock face that's leaning out. Must be quite a difficult climb. And then about 200 yards past this rock face, you've got the Kilnsey trout fishing lake and cafe. That's where we're going to pull up for a spot of lunch today. So it's just down here. You can go after the pub. So another place you can get a shandy and spot to eat. But we're just going to pass that just now, and then just here on the right hand side is where we're heading. Just here, Kilnsey Park Estate. Lovely place. Okay, so that was Kilnsey Park Estate and Cafe, with a gorgeous place and lovely trout farm there. So we're going to head right coming out of here, head down towards Skipton. Get some air because it is incredibly hot. I know the bike's been sat in the sun, but my temperature gauge is saying 45 degrees. So we'll let the air flow a little bit and we'll see what the true temperature is this afternoon. So yeah, I had a very nice tuna sandwich, some salad and some chips, and reasonably priced. And on the star rating, it takes a 5 for me, does that place. It's got everything. It's just the stunning scenery, the views, the food's great, service is good, and the location is perfect if you want a really nice run out in the country over a weekend. So this road will drop us back down to the A65 and Skipton, and then heading on the way back, I think we're going to head through or along the A65 back towards Kirby Lonsdale and that way before heading home. Having to unzip my jacket just to get some airflow. So hot today, but I'm not complaining, not really. As Brits always do, complain when it's hot, when it's cold. Nothing pleases us, but yeah, I think the true temperature is about 26 today. As you see there's a petrol station on the right as you come down the road, and the Old Hall Inn, another pub. Plenty of pubs around this area.
So if you like the videos, please subscribe and hit the bell button for regular reminders.